not. No, stop it. Shut your mouth.
That's gonna go up on the internet.
That's gonna be clipped and used.
Welcome to the show.
No, God damn it.
No, okay.
No, hello everybody. Welcome to Off Topic. I'm your host, Joe. I'm joined today by Alfredo, Armando, and Trev. Are you okay, Trevor?
I mean, the man could sound
out a little bit.
Man could sound happier. To host the show.
I'm just sipping. Reluctant host, Joe.
Yeah.
Reluctant.
Hey, thanks for being here, Armando.
Thanks for being here,
Fredo,
buddy.
classic seeing you across the table.
You have some water that you can clink with us, Joe?
Clink it or cry. Thanks, Joe. Hydro boys.
Live Moss.
We are living gratuitously with this water.
I don't.
You gotta be
enough.
thankful
We are
for
living verbosely.
I've been living off of water for the past like 3 weeks. I was horrible at drinking water.
If you only had water for 3 weeks, you might die.
Yeah.
You can go up to like 3.5 weeks with only water, no food.
Where are you getting this information from?
The internet.
Survival shows.
He actually goes exclusively
go.
to
3
the
days
dark
without
web.
food.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
3 weeks with
What's
water.
the longest you've ever gone without food?
Oh, that's a good
Open question.
24 hours?
Close to 3 days.
Really?
Yeah.
For why?
Depression.
Oh.
Yeah.
I'm the opposite.
Yeah, I lived off of, I went on a really bad binge once. I was living just purely off of alcohol.
Oh,
like
yeah, that'll do it.
48 hours plus.
And the worst part is it makes the depression worse.
It does make it worse.
And it sucks because it starts to make it better.
Yeah.
And then it's just staunch.
It makes it better until you hit that point where you're tipsy, and then it slowly starts dripping down when you're drunk.
And you start chasing it. You go, no, don't go away. You drink some more, and it's...
And you're in a perpetual drunk depression.
And then you hit lows lower than you could have ever done sober.
Yeah.
And that is alcohol's superpower. Is it'll make you sadder.
Is it a superpower?
Oh, yeah. Depression, man? That's my alter ego. I go around.
That's you.
Yeah, so like when I watch somebody robbing a bank, I burst in and I go, your parents are gonna die one day. And they go, oh man, that really bums me out. I don't want to do this shit
It's
anymore.
like a double-edged sword because they either go, damn, it's gonna happen someday, or like, damn, they already passed. You reminded me of it. Now I'm in that state.
So yeah, it doesn't. The thing is, it's not like a flawless strategy. It doesn't work half the time.
Well, the antithesis to your villain would be a therapist, right?
Yeah.
Like you bust into a bank and you say, your parents are gonna die someday, and they go, I'm really sorry, are you thinking about that? Is that something that you're grappling with? Because the source of your powers are really just projection. And so they'd start digging into all that, start turning it back on you.
Yeah.
And then you enter your vicious cycle of...
And that's my villain.
I just think I'm
That's my joke.
You are your own Joker.
Well, see, he said the word grappling, and then it just got stuck on like a vision of a luchador therapist just telling me to pile drive my...
Yeah, he's got you wrapped up.
Depression away.
He's like, just think about when you were a child. Yeah, he gets his legs up
all
there
the bad
too.
thoughts.
He's choking you with his whole body.
That's good flexibility.
And he's going, so how did this make you feel?
Yeah.
As he's grappling you, literally.
As
Depression
the
has you
light
on the
starts
ground.
to go
Grab
out.
the rope. Just reach out and grab the rope. It's right there. You can do it.
This
sit in a
therapist,
mini ring.
the moment you're about
Tap
to lose
out when you're done with your
consciousness,
session.
that's the moment you ascend.
I wish that was a real thing that we could do, like personifying the fears and anxieties we have and actually fighting them.
Yeah?
So I think I would murder my depression. Genuinely, literally murder my depression.
But without that, do you then shrink down to like, is the depression the monster in your head, or is it just like a little kid kicking you in the shins?
I think
like, what's its personification?
To me now,
Yeah.
I think depression is like just a dude named Greg.
Oh, just annoying.
Damn.
Just a fucking
Miller.
piece of shit.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
Oh, Greg.
Like all Gregs are.
Yeah.
Miller,
Greg.
especially that Greg
Yeah.
Miller guy.
Yeah. Don't click this.
See, that's why you can't. You're learning what people have learned about me, which is you can't give me an inch. Because the moment you yes and me, I go, I'm thinking it's both fucking
Yeah.
Like how all Gregs are pieces of
You're
shit.
like, yeah, Greg sounds like a good name for that. You go, yeah, we both hate all Gregs. I'm like, hold on.
Okay.
Pause. You made me instantly think, though, Succession Greg, Cousin Greg,
Cousin
and I'm going,
Greg?
yeah,
I could beat the shit out of that.
Yeah,
guy.
that makes sense. You have to look up to him because he's like freakishly tall. But yeah.
Armando, you could probably beat the shit out of a lot of people.
I think so.
You're a big boy.
Have you gotten into a real fight before?
Yeah, I've been in 2 fights as an adult, and both times. So when I was in high school, I learned that the strategy for winning a fight as you guys have pointed out before, even in your own podcast, is when I hold things, I make them look really small because my hands are really big. These hands are giant boulders, and I found out all I have to do to win a fight is because I have reach, is to grab somebody by their shirt and pull them into a fist. And
so it's like the double. It's like it's basically adding double the velocity to your fist because you're pulling in while extending out.
Yeah. And it's I also know how to use my weight to like lean into a punch. So I found out really early on that if you hit somebody in the face enough times, they don't want to fight anymore. No. And a person will go, I'm done.
You found the human off button is the face.
Is the face. Yeah. It also hurts your fist. I feel like a lot of people don't understand how important it is to know how to throw a punch, and also that you shouldn't fight. Yeah. Like, fighting is gonna fuck you up.
It's gonna hurt both ways.
Both parties get hurt.
So I have been in a fight as an adult, and both times it was I won just by being a pure freak of nature, giant thing. One fight I won by doing the fist thing. You know how fights work.
Right. You know me.
But then the second one, I got knocked out. Ooh. And I fell on top of the person as I got knocked out. And then
somebody ran in with a 3 count, and they were out.
I'm going to see if I can try to find the video, because I have to get somebody up for it. It was at a comedy club. I was the first comedian that was going up. The host was doing very poorly. And also, it was one of those comedy shows where, I don't know if you've ever been to a bar, enjoying your time, hanging out with friends, and then some piece of shit named Greg gets up on a mic and goes like, hey, everybody, there's gonna be comedy here in 20 minutes, so get ready for that. And then you're just kind of stuck there.
And the bar thins out dramatically.
And then you don't want to leave because you're already there and you have to go check out, and there's now a huge line to go like close out your tab. So that's the kind of show it was. People were upset that we were there. The host is bombing. Some lady in the crowd starts saying something, and then the host says the thing that all hacky comedians say, where he goes, I don't go to your job and tell you how to suck dick, which is like the most stock line for getting rid of hecklers. What he didn't count on was a huge man standing next to her going, what did you just say to my sister? Which is bad.
Right.
Which is very bad. And so he starts getting up in the comedian's face. The comedian goes, what are you gonna do, hit me? And the guy hits him. No fucking time in between that. What are you gonna do, hit me? Hit, done. And here's how fucked up my comedian brain is I go, if I can stop this fight fast enough, I can still do stand-up comedy. So I run over and I grab this guy by the wrists, which is not how you stop a fight, but it is how you give somebody therapy, I feel like. Because, like, I didn't...
Well, it's a luchador.
Yeah, I'm grabbing him by the wrists and I'm going, you don't want to do this. Which, that's exactly it. That's not how...
Is that what happened? So you just opened yourself up.
I just opened myself up. And I'm basically holding him back, kind of going like, you're not mad at me, you're mad at your father. And then
the thing is, like, I have a pulley system at that point, because, like, I could just pull off.
He flipped the script. He did the fucking pull the t-shirt into him.
Like, he pulled your arms.
Yeah, he pulled my arms into me and he fucking headbutt me. And then he punched me in the face because he got out of my wrist lock. And then everything just went black. And when I woke up, I was sitting on top of him. And everyone was like, you did it. And that's the scariest thing to hear when you wake up from
what did I do?
He's dead. He's dead. Good job.
Because in my brain, the first thing I think is like, did I like go into like a black rage? And just like Hulk out and kill this guy? No, I saw a video. What happened is he hits me and then I fall down on top of him. And then he hit his head on the floor.
And he knocked himself out.
For a second.
What it wasn't like an insane fight.
It wasn't like a TV show where he was like gone. He just like did that and then was like, and then couldn't do anything for a moment. And then as like a child, I'm like crawling all over him trying to sit up because everything in my brain just turned off for a second.
Oh yeah, when you're knocked out, you instantly become like basic human, just like basic instincts. All awareness is gone. There's no social rules. You're grunting, you're cursing.
You're a baby.
You're squishing.
You're a mean baby.
Yeah, you're seeking tit. You know, you're looking for your principal needs, right? So you're like, I am a little hungry.
Where's titty?
You're shoving down on this poor man.
Looking for titty.
Or you're trying to suck his titty.
Yeah. And so
you lift his shirt off.
Probably that. Probably that.
That was not winning a fight. I've compared it to, that is a lumberjack cutting down a tree and then it falling on top.
Yeah, that wasn't a fight won, but it was certainly a couple fights lost.
Yes. Yeah, I lost 4 fights that day.
Yeah.
But I mean, I mean, I feel like when you lose a fight, the only thing that the loser like gets is like their pride hurt, right?
Yeah.
So-
Or actual injuries.
Or whatever the wounds are.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, yeah, that aside, I'm just
Oh, my
saying.
pride!
I'm just saying, like, mainly it's the pride, right?
Pride.
Broken.
Technically, nobody won or lost that fight.
I think
broken
you broke
nose.
my
We're-
C5
Right.
pride.
I can't
Jesus.
imagine like feeling like, you know, whatever the fight was, you got a broken arm, you're bleeding from the eye, like it's all swollen, you're going, well, hey, the worst part was my pride.
Yeah.
You know, you're bleeding from the mouth, teeth dangling.
There is no reason to get into a fight. And like, I don't want to be one of these people that's like, oh, I win fights. Cause like,
That's
I
because
don't.
you had your fill.
Yeah.
I haven't had my time yet.
You
Fights are
haven't?
cool, man.
Have you ever been knocked out, Trevor?
Yes.
You have.
I was playing rugby. There was I feel like I told this story ages ago here, but basically we were at state and our team actually like got really good. When I started sophomore year in high school, we were like just dregs. It was like whoever found the club would
Like
join
the Little
it.
Giants. You ever seen that movie?
Yeah.
The little giant.
George showed up. It's
like
shit's
a-
too big. I'm here.
It's like American Ted Lasso.
Yeah.
I never watched Ted Lasso. so-
Really?
Whoa, you should check it
Everyone's
out.
been
It's
telling me
good.
since I moved here, I need to watch.
It's a
Ted
good
Lasso.
feeling
I
show.
have
Since
not
you moved
watched
to America? What did you
Yeah,
Oh, since you moved to Austin.
Yeah, no,
I
not
forget
not
you're
to
not from Austin.
not to America.
Yeah.
Because I obviously was not born in America.
Yeah, you were born in England.
Oh.
You hide your accent very well.
Yeah.
But
Except
yeah.
whenever it comes out sometimes. Like whenever he says "governor."
Right, when he's
All the
angry
time.
about politics,
Oh, yeah.
he lets it rip.
Don't get
Talk about the
started.
Mm-hmm.
I'm glad she's dead.
Catch him watching 24/7 live streams of the
Damn,
parliament.
me too.
Whoa.
I find him like mumbling under his breath every day. He comes in, he goes, "Not my king," and I go like, I don't even understand.
Yeah.
Like, but you have to get past it,
Can I
man.
tell you
She's gone.
My least favorite thing that he does is sometimes under his breath he'll whisper.
Honestly,
It's
I'll-
really quiet, but
I'll
he'll
allow it. I'll
he'll
allow
go with the deuce. And I hate that. I hate when he does that. I hate when he does that. Makes me so mad.
I do it a lot with you too.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like specifically just you, because I know it pisses you off.
Goes with the deuce.
Yeah, what the deuce?
What the
Just
deuce?
send him a greeting card where you can record your audio when it opens it up.
Oh yeah, don't they make cards like that where you can like actually
Yeah.
record
your own message?
Yeah, and then it's
Yeah.
like the little shitty speaker that's like
Right.
I think the two uses that those cards always see is like
Grievance?
the last message recorded by a loved one. And it's that card you open until it deteriorates.
Yeah.
Or assholes like me that got it for your friend where you open up a teddy bear card and it's like, fuck you, idiot.
Oh, gotcha.
I'm glad your grandma's
And then
dead.
you just close it.
Yeah.
And then it's
And then you go, that's the last time I heard from Greg.
it's a non-magic version of a howler.
is that an owl?
What is that?
You know what that is?
Yeah.
right? Yeah. What? It's that letter. That
Big
goes-
fans right here.
Big
Fredo,
fans.
Big fans.
Absolutely.
How is a
Big
Big
fan.
fans right here.
The fuck is a
A lot of
Big
the politics,
supporters too.
Yeah.
What is it?
On Twitter.
Yeah.
On, sorry, X.
Excuse me, my bad.
I thought maybe Twitter would narrow it. There's so many things that people hate on Twitter.
That is true. And it's all, they hate on both sides of it. It's a thing from Harry Potter,
Oh.
Yeah.
which I only know.
Weasley.
Oh, the letter.
that car?
Oh, the letter.
Yeah.
That's, I think that's what it says.
I know what that thing was called.
Perfect. That is dead accurate.
What the fuck? Animal, bro. I don't fucking.
Yeah, it's from Harry Potter, which I only know because I dated a white woman, and boy, do they fucking love
They
Harry
love
Potter.
Harry Potter.
I have never seen that shit or read any of the books. I know every plot point from
Yeah.
Harry Potter through osmosis. We were talking about this the other day on RTP. Great show, you should go watch it. About how I finally started relating because I realized that the Weasley family is just a Mexican family. So it's just like got a bunch of them in there. They got a junk ass car in the front yard. They're just hood Mexicans, dude. And then the coupe de coin. And I hate this because I
Oh,
did
I
it.
don't speak Spanish. What is that?
I think it means coupe de Gracie.
Oh, French.
Yeah.
Gracie.
No, it's a coupe like a car.
Okay. Sorry, continue.
Anyway, just realizing that like even the trope of having your older brother die in a gang fight, which is one of the things that happens.
yeah,
to Ron
yeah,
Weasley.
Yeah.
And that's how I got my name.
That's one thing I never thought of looking at Ronald Weasley.
As
is
a Mexican?
He's a hood Mexican.
Yeah, dude. He's one of us. Well, one of me. I don't
Yeah.
know. You could be one of us with the haircut.
Oh yeah. I don't know. I'm getting kind of tired of it. I want to cut it off.
Really?
What would you do?
Cut it off? What the hell?
I don't know.
Yeah, you and him both say this shit all the time, and it like
I
you
will
have really good luck.
I will say I've gotten into the phase where I can tie my hair back
Yeah.
and let the front hang down. And I've been saying it's the Eren Yeager haircut from Attack on Titan when he the recent ones.
You're gonna fucking hate this, but you're like one good like if I gave it like a Russell, you could be Albert Einstein.
Do it.
Yeah, there you go.
Do it.
Give him a
Do
big
it.
Russell. And then he'll start the
Give it a good
rumbling.
Russell.
Look at that.
Yeah.
Albert Einstein.
Now you need to say some things like, the relativity is based on the mass and its energy.
The relativity of the ass is based on the mass and the force of which you shake it. That is called the twerk.
That's pretty good.
Yep.
Just
I remember
pretty-
that scene from Oppenheimer.
Halloween
That's-
Oh, yeah.
costume.
Halloween?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just fucking use the hairspray, color it like gray, and just go out and be like, just terrorize everyone with scientific shit.
Hold on,
Yeah.
hold on.
When I look at Albert Einstein, I see a
just
deranged
Albert
man.
Bring
Einstein
a
or
little-
Greg Einstein, his brother, that we don't talk about.
Just bring like a little
Terrorizing
chalkboard
people.
with an equation. You're
I-
like, solve this!
I could not imagine being Einstein's little brother.
Yeah, this is my brother, Greg.
Yeah, I'm just kind of like a normal guy. I work at a mechanic shop. Yeah, you know, E equals a good job actually.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
I don't know. I didn't have to flee the country. Oh, that's so weird, Albert. I didn't have to flee shit.
You left us.
Yeah. So maybe I don't know. Stop being such a bitch. Anyway,
Is that what you
That's
think
how-
Albert Einstein is? A bitch?
bitch. Yeah.
Yeah,
Because
he-
I respect them.
You did say that.
Oh, that's what they say. When
I
you call
did-
someone a bitch, it's because you respect them.
Well, me.
Oh, okay.
That's just me. That's
His way of
Everybody's-
showing love and affection.
Right, everyone's got a love language.
And it's because I respect bitches.
Right.
Yeah. Somebody asked me
He breeds
yesterday.
puppies,
Oh.
Yeah.
personally.
Somebody asked me the other day. I'm desperatally trying to get out of
let's
this
move
hole
on.
that I've
Let's
dug
move- I
myself.
got you. I'm just burying the hole as he's in it.
I'm fucking shoveling dirt out and you're throwing it back in.
What is all this dirt doing?
Somebody asked me yesterday what I was gonna be for Halloween this year, and I realized that like I don't know when it happened, but I just stopped dressing up. I just stopped doing stuff.
Yeah.
The last Halloween party I went to, you were also there. I think you two might have been there too. It was Sarah's party.
Oh, yes.
When Funhouse came down, that was last year.
Yeah.
Um,
what was my outfit? Oh, right. I was Shitty Vision.
Yeah.
I was comic accurate
yeah.
Vision, and Barbara was MCU accurate Wanda.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So she looked incredible. I looked like
You look like a fucking drawing.
right from a toddler.
Yeah.
Like a toddler's excretion on the wall.
You kind of look like one of those.
I was keen on it.
Those those from Spy Kids, the first Spy Kids.
Oh, the
Floops.
Thum-Thums.
No.
Thum-Thums.
The Floopses things. The whatever.
Floops's monsters.
Yeah, the monsters.
Right, the drawings that
Yeah,
became
yeah.
real.
Yeah, that's
They're
what you
called,
look like when you walked in.
Floopy somethings or something, right?
It's ringing a distant bell.
Yeah.
I honestly don't remember.
Yeah.
I watched Spy Kids a lot.
Yeah.
Even
Oh, yeah.
3D, I watched up to that point a lot, but I don't remember Beyond Thumb Thumbs. Some wild.
I was actually talking about Halloween yesterday with Jackie. We were just kind of like chilling in the pool. And she was like, oh, let's dress up this year. And I was like, yeah. And instantly, I just went into gremlin mode. And I was like, yeah, we should dress up this year. Like, I could be a toilet and then you sit on me. And she was like,
Nice.
what? Why?
Nice.
Why?
You're like-
why would you sit?
You're like, well,
why?
why? Do you not want couples
And I was like,
outfits?
couple's outfit, exactly.
And she was like, but
And then she was like, no, we're not gonna do that. I'm like, cool. Anyways, hear me out. I'm Pink Ranger, you're Rita Rapunzel. She was like, stop it. I'm not gonna match with you this year if you keep acting this way.
I also love the idea that like you have her just dress up as herself, and then you go to the party and you just have a toilet seat that you lift to your face. That is so awesome.
Now?
Huh?
No.
I feel like there's only like there are 3 different types of Halloween costumes. There's sexy,
yeah.
there's funny,
Yeah.
and then there's like
clever.
good.
Yeah.
I
Clever fits in
count
that.
clever and funny, I
Yeah.
think, in the same because I've done like your representation of what was it? It was the comic book accurate
Vision.
Vision. It was funny.
Yeah.
It was a good, and it like took a lot of effort, and it was really good. But it was also like it wasn't meant to be like a serious costume. It was
Right.
it was fun.
It was to juxtapose Barbara's once again because
It's clever.
We've fallen into this where she was also an incredible Harley Quinn, and I had this leftover like puffed up muscles Batman, where the mask was rubber, but like all Halloween masks, they look incredible in the photo, but you got to use a lot of like blow drying to get the heat to soften it. So it was like Batman had been like really hit, like hit with a permanent
Batman
bend.
was trying to do stand-up comedy.
Like Batman, yes,
And just
exactly.
got fucking
Batman
punched
said
in the
something
face.
wrong about someone's sister, and his head was dented. So I'm just like looking like a goofy.
Please, Harvey dented.
Sorry, it was Harvey dented. But yeah, so we had this pattern of hers is really good, mine's definitely the chintzy one.
And that's
But-
what I mean. Is so like Barbara's falls into, well, I'm gonna save you here and say it falls into 2 categories of like hot and good. And then you fall into the category of like funny and clever to like match that. I think that like I've always only ever tried for funny or clever. I've never gone for sexy because
Maybe this year you try.
Yep, come on.
honestly,
Come on.
the sexy outfits don't come in my size.
Well, that's what makes them sexy. Though.
Yeah.
Right, they'd be extra sexy on you. That would be a fourth category.
And I don't even, I want to be very clear, is that I don't even mean that the sexy costumes don't come in plus size, because they do.
Sure.
They're not long enough.
Right.
And it's hard to show skin when it's a little higher, that my balls would be hanging out.
Oh, so just the balls.
Just skip forward, yeah.
You got you got like.
It's not talked about a lot, but I have the beanbag chair between my legs.
Well, that's probably not be talked about a lot.
Well, it's fine.
Okay, hold on.
I was trying to
show 'em the
remember the.
picture.
I don't know the
clever-
picture. I'm gonna text
You have a
Jackie that.
picture of his beanbag between his
So
legs.
you're being
No, I'm texting Jackie for Halloween. I'll be Winnie the Pooh, and I just have a shirt, be butt naked, and she'd be a jar of honey.
That's pretty good.
Ooh, yeah.
Or you both dress up as Winnie the Pooh, and one of you is Winnie the Pooh, and the other one is the chairman of China. Because he hates that. Have you seen that?
You would be blacklisted.
No!
From the country.
What?
See that?
It's a huge thing.
What is
Hates it?
what's his title?
I don't know the title, but yeah, he's like essentially
leader of China.
the president equivalent of the CCP, and he's like was basically blacklisting anything that compared him to
Winnie
Winnie
the
the
Pooh.
Pooh, and so Reddit and other internet places are.
Took it
Since then, for years, have just been like going, ha, 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 and then putting the photos of the two of them together. And
There was
being
like
take this down.
There's like a Chinese meme where people in China compared him to. You're looking at me like it's racist. It's not a racist.
No. I'm not thinking of his race. I'm just
Okay.
confused. I'm thinking about.
Well, I couldn't tell
Oh, he's-
because of your race.
What
that
am I?
was
Am I
bad.
Chinese or am I Asian?
Well, he's referring to the.
What are you? No, don't do that.
No!
You can't do that.
Which one am I?
You're both.
It's just funny because I always talk about how that's how people used to ask me what
Are
my
you
race
Chinese
was.
or
Are you serious?
Chinese or
Yeah.
Asian?
Are you Chinese or are you Asian?
I think
said,
you've
what
told
the
me
fuck
that
are you
before.
talking about?
What is First
Chinese
of all-
people are Asian.
Yeah, first of all, stop.
Yeah.
Second of all, read a book.
Which book?
Yeah.
Any.
Look,
They all say it.
I know
They
all
all say
It's like a
it.
kid's book.
Chinese
Yeah.
versus Asian for dummies. That's the book you should read.
You'll find everything you need to know right here
Actually,
in this dinosaur
since you didn't
book.
read it, let me expand. So opening page, opening chapter of Harry Potter, Dumbledore shows up and he goes, "What's the difference between?"
A Chinese person and an Asian person. I'll take it from here.
Thank you.
It's same but different.
Yeah. well,
It's literally page
yeah.
one. I'm surprised you didn't know that one.
All I'm saying is that like I've only ever gone for the funny thing, and it's mostly been because I've been poor. And my go-to costume, just put some free game on it. My go-to costume was I made a shirt that said debt, and then I would just carry around a wiffle ball bat. And anytime somebody asked me who I was, I'd say I'm crippling debt, and they'd go what? And then I'd hit them in the back of the knee. Not like hard, but you hit them and go ah, and it's like ah, ha, ha, ha.
Again.
And then you get to eat all the free food.
Because everyone's down on the ground writhing.
Yeah.
You're like, well, the hors d'oeuvres are mine.
But yeah, what category? So you're funny. You're a funny, clever boy like me.
Yeah.
What kind of costumes do you guys normally do?
Fredo's going after sexy, it sounds like.
Yeah, you got the body for it
I have no idea what I'm gonna go after.
because of your tiny little balls. I almost knocked this
sure.
over and it ruined my punchline.
I'm not sure. Maybe I'll just have a bunch of different hats that I wear throughout the night. You know, sombrero, switch over to like
No.
a straw hat.
Can you wear?
Can I?
Can you?
I don't know. I'm half.
Half
I wear
what?
half a sombrero.
Okay.
Yeah.
Half what?
And then a quarter. of
You
what?
still, you know what I am?
I don't. You may have told me, but I forgot.
I must excuse myself.
Joe has
He's gotta
stood up
pee.
and announced with
gotta
his arms
pee.
wide open.
Your nipples are hard as fuck.
I have been hit with the biggest stomach pain ever.
I'm gonna be
so
real.
I shall be back.
I thought that one of them was a mic.
He is. Man is smuggling a couple of lobs.
This man's nipples can cut diamonds, bro.
The pain hit, and then my nipples got hard.
I don't want to make fun of you because
Well, he likes a little bit of pain then.
I've done this on Off Topic before. It's something about the show that makes you need to shit.
It's like a Barnes and Noble's out here. The minute you walk on set, you feel
shit.
like you have to shit.
Is that what happens at Barnes
Exactly
and
what happens at Barnes and Noble.
I used to take so many shits at Barnes and Noble. I
Yeah.
didn't know this was like a known thing.
It's
I'm
a
not
known
joking.
thing. No,
I'm
it's
being
a known
serious.
thing that
What
like
is
when
it?
you walk, I don't know what it is. I think I was talking to it. I don't remember who it was. It was a friend of mine like a couple weeks ago, and I was just texting her, catching up because she's like in a different state. We went to college together, and I was like, "Hey, how you been? Like, what's going on?" She's like, "Oh, I'm checking out." She's like a big book nerd, and she was like, "I'm actually at a Barnes and Noble's," and I was like, "Let me ask. Do you got to shit?" And she's like, "Honestly though, now that you're asking, I feel like I kind of have to shit." And I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's like the smell of fresh cut parchment, because like half-price books, I was perusing their
Maybe-
shelves yesterday, and that was not the case.
Maybe just because it's so quiet and cozy.
That's good.
Something about a cozy.
Can I give you my theory?
Please.
This is just for me. The place in my house growing up with the most amount of reading material in it
the bathroom.
was the bathroom.
Oh, that
I
must
think
have been
it's-
covered with VC.
Right. You're
yeah.
flipping those pages. You're picking up traces of everyone who's been through.
Just a little bit of everyone's particle of their rear end.
Yeah, it's where I read all my Rolling Stone magazines.
Oh.
Mm.
And my dad had a pile of Men's Health, Nat Geos.
Man.
The number of savanna creatures I've seen while emptying a load is
A
probably
load of what?
myself.
Which end?
You know, funny enough, you can't take a shit without taking a leak.
A leak.
And I've seen people. There's one vivid CCTV clip comes to mind where a man in some mall somewhere looks around. He's like, it's a normal foot traffic amount. Like there's people around. He looks around. He scurries to a nearby planter, pulls his trowel down, pops his butt
Not even
in,
a piss like a shit.
throws a quick load down, whips his pants up, and off he goes. And I'm like, how does anyone do that? I can't drop a 2 without taking at least part of a 1.
I mean,
you know?
I'm guessing
The
he wasn't
systems are-
hard, so it was just dangling.
Yeah.
And then you just kind of shoot into the pot.
But it was so quick, it was just the 2.
I mean, I guess like when
Have you ever 2'd without a 1?
Yeah.
Really?
A lot.
A lot of
I
that?
I have
Not always a lot though.
Even if it's like IBS is struck, and I'm like, this is second, third, maybe fourth visit before noon, and your tank is empty up front, like it's still
It's
gonna
always
have
a
like,
little bit.
yeah, like some spritz.
I've told this story on a different Rooster Teeth podcast.
So vivid, by the way.
I don't
I'm
know
Sorry.
which one it is. It might have been Funhouse. It might have been RTP. It wasn't recently, but
RT poo.
one time I shit my pants in my car as I was driving, and I freaked out, and I just basically like took off my pants and my underwear, and I threw them in the parking lot of Ralph's, I want to say.
Okay.
And then I put on shorts, and I kept driving, and then I was struck
Wait, so you're
by like
in the car while this...
in the car while all this happened. That's part of a longer story. Go
Okay,
find whatever
okay.
else episode that is. The important, relevant part of this story is that as I was approaching my home, I could feel it happening again. And I knew that I was gonna shit myself. And so I parked my car, I run out, I go to a liquor store, and I try to open the door, and the door doesn't open. And I'm freaking out because I realize it's fucking now or never.
Right.
And I look around and I see like a dirt patch with like flowers growing in it, and I go, I'm a piece of shit. And I go over there and I drop my shorts and I take a shit, and then it's very quick, it's very fast, probably like that video of the guy in the mall.
Maybe I saw you.
And yeah, and then the worst part of it
Was
is
that
that
him?
I pulled my shorts back up, and then I immediately looked up square into the security camera that is pointing at me, watching that entire transaction, I want to say.
Yeah, transactions. You definitely made a deposit.
Yeah, and then I sulked away and got in my car and drove back home.
God.
And it's a horrible, horrible feeling, but it's also like, yeah, sometimes you just gotta shit.
Yeah. Well, there's something about the closer you get to home, the more your body starts to go like, I'm gonna let loose here. I'm gonna start releasing the tension because I know there's a bathroom nearby. And you're like, oh, just wait another 5. Let me get an eyesight of the thing. And he goes, no. I can sense it. It's weird. It's a weird
How gross you
phenomenon.
wanna get?
I'm not the one eating. Sorry. If there's a Greg out there.
Oh yeah, Greg, if you're
snacking.
eating, fuck you. I'll say that just go ahead and skip forward about 45 seconds into this show because I have to ask a question to my boys that I need to know if it was a relatable thing or if Armando is just a fucked up little freak.
Okay.
I need to state that it was not sexual.
Okay. Well, the way you're looking at me is
It was not sexual.
Oh God!
Not sexual.
Oh God! I don't
Right.
like
It wasn't
this. I
sexual.
don't like this. I feel like it was
Mhm.
during.
It was incredibly
sex, so-
sexual.
It was not sexual. When I was younger, this thing used to happen where I would really need to poop and I would be rushing to get to a toilet. And it was only when you were like far away from a toilet. When I would get closer to the bathroom, when I knew I was going to make it to the toilet to poop, I would start to get a little hard. And I have no explanation.
I see. So what it was, I guarantee you what it was that it was the stress of the situation that had your young body all confused.
Yeah.
So like, because not in a I need to defecate sort of way, but I remember similar events when I was a kid. If I was like suddenly hyper pressed for time,
Yeah.
but I had to go do things and I had to finish this up before leaving or whatever.
These guys got hard for poop.
Like,
No.
You're caught up.
What
now.
the
It's
fuck
not
are
a
you guys talking
sexual
about? I
thing.
just
You're
came
caught
back.
It's
You're caught
not.
up.
Hold on, I got
Getting hard for poop?
no.
It's not a sexual thing. I did it to everyone else.
Yeah. But I see what you're saying, where you get a little bit like jazzed, where like I don't know about getting fully rocked on,
Yeah.
but like,
Right.
but you get a little jazzed where you're like,
No.
where you're stressed and you're tense, and there's something about the adrenaline part. I'm not talking about feces. I'm
Fuck
talking
you
about
guys,
being
okay?
stressed for time.
History will vindicate us for getting hard at the wrong moment.
Okay, so catch
We're
me up.
relatable.
What started this conversation? Obviously, it was me going up to
It was
go to
you
the
going to
bathroom.
go take a big stinky fucking shit. But we were saying, I was telling the story
It's
about
gonna be
how.
past 45 seconds.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought he said minutes.
I hope that was 45 seconds. Somebody comes in and goes, big stinky piece of fucking shit. Anyway, I should curse less. You went, I talked
Sorry, I
about.
think you should leave a view.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Pooping in public, which is the thing that I've done before. And then I talked about how sometimes when I was younger, a kid, and I would know that I needed to poop, I would rush to a bathroom, and then as I knew I was going to make it to the bathroom, get a little hard.
What would you
Wasn't
do
a sexual
about it?
thing?
What would you do
Oh,
about it?
nothing. By the moment I started pooping, it would go away.
Is it
Seriously
because like
masturbating to the toilet.
maybe you're holding it in so like
Maybe
so-
it's hitting my prostate.
yeah, it's hitting your prostate. Sorry, it's hitting your prostate and
Sorry,
the
he's getting a little
blood.
choked up.
He's getting a little chubby.
blood
Yeah,
is
it's
flowing down
emotional.
there
Choked up.
already.
Oh
He's
my
getting a little
God.
chubbed.
A little chub and choked. But yeah, it's just the blood floating down there already. It's already near your.
It might be. It doesn't happen
Butthole.
anymore. Also, like the worst part about it is that I feel like as a boy going through puberty and having those hormones start to hit, you're just hard at the worst times.
Oh yeah.
A boner is non-equivocal at that time to being aroused. It just happens. And
Oh,
it
yeah.
sucks. At that point in time, I'm not saying this is not to excuse any behavior, by the way, because it also makes people do a bunch of terrible, awful fucking
Good. I was
things.
about to take you highly out of context.
Yeah,
and
please
it was going to
don't.
be bad for you.
Oh yeah, and I'm ready for that. That's what
I
gets
know you
me
want
shut
that. Yeah. Okay.
No, but it's just like for a boy, sometimes it's like a dog's tail wagging, where you're just like,
Honestly, yeah. Where it's just like absent-mindedly, you're just like, what are you doing?
what are you
Why
doing
now?
Yeah. This thing would happen all the time where I'd be getting driven to school in a bus.
Right.
I
You
would
hit,
be
you
in
hit that pothole 5 miles from school. You're
Yeah.
like, I know that pothole. Poof, poof. Yeah.
Ugh. And then I would, and then the last 3 minutes of the fucking ride are me flexing my calf muscles as hard as humanly possible in a desperate attempt to get the blood to flow somewhere else.
You were like a fighter pilot pressing his legs
Yes.
together, compressing the blood to move elsewhere.
Yes, I'm
Don't
doing.
pull up. Don't pull up.
I'm doing like 7G fucking 0G fucking exercises.
Yeah, yeah.
To style. I'm making the same face too that they make with.
Is he okay? I'm just preparing for the G's.
Yeah, just this fucking giant 14-year-old boy on a public bus, hard, going, "Ugh, I don't want to be this way.
I wish I was different. Yeah.
I do wish I was different.
Why?
No, I don't.
No,
I
good.
like, I like
love
the way
you,
I am.
Armando. And you love yourself.
I'm getting there.
You love
Yeah.
yourself, Joe?
That's a different question.
Okay.
Yes, we'll ask it a different time.
It is a different question.
It is a different question. We'll save that for another time.
I think it's hard to love yourself, but you know, you get there a day at a time.
I want to circle back. You talk about pooping in public restrooms. Is anyone else weird with pooping in public restrooms?
Man, when you gotta drop it, you gotta do it.
Is that
It's like,
how
It's
you
just
feel?
kind of gross.
I
feel always
hate
gross.
public restrooms. Even if it
oh,
means
I don't like them.
even if it means I have to like be in pain and hold my poop for hours,
Oh,
I
hell
will
no,
not
I ain't
go to a
doing
public
that.
restroom. I
See,
started being
I'll
better
go.
about it lately.
I don't have the strength.
Yeah, I'll start layering down.
Yeah.
Layering down what?
Like
the stuff, the seat
rim.
cover?
Or if they don't, just start long strips of
Putting the
toilet
toilet-
paper.
Oh, yeah.
I do that
Gotta
like
do that.
when I'm there. I just hate it.
I am on
I mean, I don't like it, but I'm not gonna hold it.
I'm on the
Right.
flip side of it because maybe this will change your mind. Not my bathroom. I don't give a shit. I'll fucking.
He
I'll
leaves
get
it
whatever.
I can see that.
I don't disrespect the bathroom. I
Right.
still
A
love
lot
the
of people
bathroom.
do though,
Right.
and that's
A
A
why.
lot of people do.
lot of
A
people
lot
do.
of people do. But I don't care because like I don't give a shit. I'll destroy this bathroom. It's not my bathroom.
Yeah.
I don't have to deal with it. I'll put my foot up on the wall. Who gives a shit?
You know what I'm saying? Really get the angles right. Just let it slide. It's just gonna slide out.
I got my
Right.
fucking Timbs up on the
Yeah.
couch of the bathroom.
He brought a couch in.
Yeah, I brought Timbs in. I don't even wear Timbs. I wear Nikes.
You go in the restroom here, there's
Shots them
actually
on.
like, in case of a hard load, you can't
Yeah.
get it out, you shatter the glass, you bring the Timbs out, you
Yeah.
go, pop these up onto the couch that we put in there, and you'll be able to
I
slip.
slip in.
Maybe,
and
That's
maybe
right.
every public restroom should supply suppository laxatives.
Why you're trying to get it out?
Because here's the thing: what if you have performance anxiety?
Performance for what?
Who's
Taking a
watching?
shit?
What's the performance?
Yourself.
You are a wild TikTok
You know, like,
creator.
what if
I
you're
like
in
to
the-
live stream my toilet experience.
You know, like you guys ever
There we go.
I might out myself a little bit, but you guys ever like not
The lips are
let
pursed.
out a poop when someone else enters the bathroom?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
all
so
the
you
time.
like you raise it up. You tighten
prairie
it
dog.
up. and
Tighten
you're
it
like,
up.
And I
Yeah.
go,
Yeah,
they've been here. They know.
they know.
They know.
I hate that stigma though, because even me, like, I just talked about openly on a podcast that I know is going out. I talked about how when I was a kid, I needed to poop and make me hard. That's awful. That's an awful, embarrassing thing to do.
You were a kid.
In the bathroom, being completely anonymous, another person walks in, even me, I'm going, no, I'm not.
Yeah.
here.
Wait.
I'm not even here. I won't make a
Wait.
sound. I will
Yeah.
stop
Same.
breathing.
Same.
I will figure out the sounds because you don't want to be like, gaseous the
Let
moment
it-
that
let
they're
it
walking
rip.
in. You can have some embarrassing sounds happen, the squelches, the
Especially
splooshes.
because I just get paranoid. I'm like, I wear the same shoes all the time, so someone just needs to spot
Nah,
my
that's
shoes.
fine.
That used to happen all the
That's
time
fine.
when
They
we were
can
in
clock
the,
me
when
and
we were in
say-
the other building in our temp office, going to the bathroom there. Michael or Fredo would come into the restroom when I'm in the bathroom. They go, "Oh, Joe taking a little poopy, huh?" And I wouldn't say anything.
Oh,
Yeah,
I am a
Hey, guess that's not Joe.
yeah.
Not,
No.
It's anyone's wearing my shoes.
just
It
us
was
here.
Joe.
You ever try to make a cough that sounds like somebody else to throw them off the scent?
No, I've never done that.
Although, speaking of scent, Michael's really good at this because Michael will walk into the restroom and what you're leaving out, he'll go, "Oh, Armando." He can tell
Very
off the
distinct.
scent. Yeah.
What the fuck?
What
It's
is your
fucking
distinct
crazy.
scent? How would you
God.
describe it?
My
Damn
poop?
you
Yeah.
all.
Tacos.
We are.
It's racist, but it's true. Poop is racist. And it just allows itself to be.
Is poop racist?
Oh yeah, all poop smells like the same ethnic food you're from. That's why whenever Alfredo poops, it just smells like a fucking what do
Yeah,
you call
can't
it?
tell.
A food court.
Cucina.
Yeah.
Food court.
Yeah, it's like a food court.
Does it mean
True.
that my poop smell like kimchi?
I don't know. Your poops. Do his poops smell Chinese or Asian?
It just depends who you're talking
Don't throw
to.
that to
man.
me.
It just depends who you're talking
Don't do
to.
that.
Oh my God. I'm sorry for the. I'm already seeing forward in the future. What the fuck was that?
It was just anything else. Honestly, it was anything else.
I was getting
trying
off
to take
the
my mind
subject.
off the poop right now.
It was just.
We can change the
Look, it
subject.
flushes itself. Our time.
It's like a toilet.
Our time to poop was fast.
You gonna
I'll be
talk to
honest.
me now?
Then we got to the deep end, and now we've been wading in the Marianas
Yeah.
Trench.
You know what? I will say this. The one thing that you can do that somebody else did to me once.
Hold their hand.
Yes, under the stall. The one thing that you can do to make it okay is like I was in one of those situations in an airport where I was like, I had finally gotten to the bathroom And then somebody walked in, and I like tightened up because I was like, dude, I went to the most remote fucking bathroom in this fucking airport.
yeah.
Are you kidding me?
You're down by
And
the
then
closed gates and stuff.
I like made clearly a little like toot. A little toot. And then I hear from the stall that this guy's in the fucking biggest rippiest ass.
he goes, oh, so we're playing that game? Oh, we're comfortable like that? You went, and you're like, okay.
It's like playing the penis game when you're younger, and the first guy goes penis, and then the second guy goes just fucking screams.
I thought a fucking plane was taking off, dude. It was the fattest, rippingest ass I've ever heard, and it made me go, okay, all right, we're good, we're chill. That's fine.
I'm gonna find another restroom to finish this business in. You
No,
said.
I'm saying that like that.
Right,
made me
that's
feel
the go-ahead,
comfortable.
right?
That's
That
the go-ahead.
That is a high five.
You started tearing back then? You started.
Oh yeah. Well, I didn't start. That's the
It was
sad
a call
part
and
of it.
return.
Dude, they started riffing off each other. You know
The Colin poo spons. That's nothing.
There we go.
We can move on now.
Well, no, one more thing. So, like, based off of that, what race do you think he was?
Off the smell?
Yeah.
Ooh, I gotta say white. It smelled like sunscreen.
You know, because white people love eating sunscreen.
They love tasty snack on the middle of the day. SPF 50, the most premium.
That's tasty.
I've talked about this before, is that like every white girl I've ever dated smells sort of similar, and I've always wondered like, what the fuck is that smell?
It's a similar smell and similar hobbies. It's Harry Potter and what's the smell?
And
Pumpkin
the smell
spice.
I found out eventually is a little bit of sunscreen because it's just in the products that they use.
Are you sure it's not just like coconut? I feel like coconut is pretty
Not
basic.
coconut. I've dated non-white people who used coconut oil in their like daily routine.
Oh yeah, it's pervasive.
That
it's
I can smell. I can suss out. It is specifically whatever the smell of sunscreen is. It's subtle. And also, I'm not even making a joke. I'm being very literal. Where like I was
It's an
like,
observation.
What the fuck is that smell?
Yeah.
It's not
Thicker
annoying.
sour cream.
It's not bad. Yeah, that's what I would say if it was a bit, if it was a fun little bit. But it turned out that it was just sunscreen, and I didn't know it because, and this is not correct, by the way. Please don't live your life like this. But everyone that I knew, myself included, did not use sunscreen ever growing up.
That's why you look 85.
Never did.
That's why I look like
Never
fucking
used it.
shit. And yeah, my skin will fall off, and I will for sure get skin cancer.
Yeah, you can get sun cancer.
Yeah.
We're sorry. Heliocentric.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
That's why the solar flares have been happening, because it's angry at us.
Yeah, it's been popping its little zits at us. Its little sunspots.
Is it tomorrow supposed to be like a blue moon or something? Or is that tonight?
Blue moon?
I don't know.
Isn't that a beer?
People say it was a blue moon.
It's gonna taste like oranges outside?
It's like I don't know what it is. Everyone just kept going, blue moon.
Blue moon, I mean, that's where you get the phrase once in a blue moon because it is a thing that happens, just like a harvest moon or a blood moon or anything.
Doesn't turn blue, right?
I don't know exactly what makes it a blue moon, but it is something that happens maybe 2-3 times a year kind of thing. So it's like on a rare occasion. I'd be curious though, because like I feel like whether it's blue moon or not, they're always like articles going, oh, the closest the moon is going to be in 1,000 years.
Yeah, it's always the closest or the biggest.
I'm
A
like,
phenomenon whereby the moon appears bluish owing to smoke or dust particles in the atmosphere.
oh,
that kind of looks like
cool
the
as
moon.
hell.
So we're going to see a lot more blue moons, what with all these like genuinely like disastrous wildfires.
Oh, yeah.
Like all over the world, always happening.
8:35 p.m. tonight.
8:35 p.m.
Tonight.
Did anybody
Tonight.
see the asteroids the other week?
No.
A week or two ago?
No, you
Apparently, like,
imagined that.
was it?
Yeah.
You imagined that. That was fake.
Oh, actually, I was just on the grass, kind of frothing at the
Frothing
mouth.
We was watching Deep Impact.
Oh,
That's,
that
you
makes
see,
sense.
that's what it was. I vividly dreamed what I last watched.
Was that here in Texas
Yeah.
that you saw them?
It was actually when we were at Cheer Ups. I think Griffin
you-
told me about it, and I was like, "Shit, how did I miss that?"
Was that on Saturday?
I think so. So the next day was
yeah.
like the kind of most active night, but like,
Jackie was telling me about that. We missed it.
well, we're also too close to the city, unfortunately. So you got to take a kick up to
Yeah.
just any direction to get out of out of the limelight.
Yeah.
And then you'll be able to see
Out of the big lights.
out of the big
of
Big Apple.
Austin, Texas. That used to be my favorite bit, is going to a city and calling it the Big
Yeah,
Apple.
I went through that phase. I'd say shit like the Windy City, you know, City of
whenever you
Angels,
show up somewhere.
just some other city.
Welcome to Portland, the Motor City. And then everyone gets so mad at
And
you.
they're like, that's not, no, we don't do that here.
The Big Apple.
Yeah, but I got a telescope that I want to set up, but it's like,
To
yeah,
look
it's
at
just,
Hubble.
yeah, mostly.
Got a
mostly.
Hubble.
You got a Hubble.
No, it's just like Hubble. I can't look at things close.
This is so stupid.
Go on.
Oh, you got a telescope? Hubble brag.
Hubble.
Hubble brag.
Oh.
Jeez.
So I know the answer for you two. I don't know about yous, because you've been playing a lot of Overwatch, but
Gross.
I've been knee deep in Baldur's Gate.
Oh, yeah, baby. I see
got,
you log in
3
every fucking night, and I wish I was joking, but I see you, and I see Barb, and I see you guys fucking log in, and then the thing syncs up of where you guys are.
Yep.
What race did you choose?
So I've got 2 campaigns, one with
Mexican.
Barbara and I, and then yeah.
I'm not even kidding. You want to see my fucking character?
Oh, you made him
I
Mexican.
picked
Not on
Asian.
purpose.
The Asian.
No, let's see. So with Barbara and I, we have our own campaign going with 2 NPCs. I am I haven't played that one in a few weeks, but I think I'm an elf, like a high elf.
Of course.
And
You didn't go with the wood
Would be
elf?
peasant.
oh yeah,
Of course,
rogue.
I elf.
Yeah. No, he's blazing. No, I actually went with a girl for that one. She's got a dope ass haircut.
A girl
She's
or a
rogue,
woman?
and the rogue, a woman, is so fun to play in that game. Because like you stealth around and like do all sorts of shit. Like my favorite part was dragging my NPC, my companion I chose was Gale. I'd stealth in front of people. I would pass stealth checks right in front of them, and so then it would turn into a conversation, and Gale's just stood there alone, because like and it just forced all the conversation to happen through him.
But
I don't-
banging though?
Oh, no.
A lot of slanging and banging.
No, I wish.
banging.
You know, I wish. But in the campaign I've got going with Barbara, Blaine, and Blaine's partner, I am a halfling. No, I wanted a halfling. I'm a half elf because I needed that cantrip. But otherwise, I wanted to be a halfling, and I'm a bard. And bards are fucking sick. And
You like to sing, huh?
yeah, my name is Tiki Barlow. I got this lush mustache, gorgeous long hair. Tiki Barlow. I let the other bard pry my eyeball out, so now I got a fake eye. And I can see invisibility permanently.
What'd you name him?
No, I'm trying to send a picture to, okay. I'm sending it to the
George,
producer,
yeah.
Kat.
Cesar?
I chose a
Louise?
tiefling. A tiefling character,
get
which
it.
is like one of the, no, I got it. got one of the like demon-born characters or whatever. And I was genuinely just trying to make a fun little character. Me and my partner, they don't have a computer. Like a PC.
Yeah.
So we were just like on Discord making the character together, doing everything. And then we got to the facial hair section. And I've sent a picture to Kat. I don't know if Kat, if you can pull this up for us. But when we got to that, I realized that we had accidentally just invented a D&D Mexican. And I'm waiting for this image to be pulled up. I sent it in.
Screen went
That's-
black.
there we go.
There we go.
Oh!
that's
Damn, bro, is that
good.
Bad Bunny? Yeah. It kind of looks like Bad Bunny.
Yeah, I think I made you know what? That's fair. I think I made it Dominican.
Yeah, that's like
You're switching it up.
Yeah, holy shit. Well, Puerto Ricans are actually from the 7th circle of hell, so it makes a lot of sense that that's what we did.
it even looks like they, you got the gauges going on.
Oh,
right
yeah.
there too.
We and the neck
Dude, the
tattoo
hair.
and everything, dude.
Yeah.
The mustache
The
and
mustache
the
and
little
yeah.
fucking goatee
Yeah.
hit.
It's
Oh
really
my
the
God.
it's really the expression in the eyebrows that really sells it.
Oh yeah.
I think.
Yeah, I didn't mean to do this, but it is what happened, and we did. Oh, there we go.
You did stick with it.
No, this guy.
Oh,
looks
look,
much
looks
more
just like
attractive than
Mondo.
I do.
Interesting. Yeah, I love how flexible the character creation is. I should have
I
taken
got
a photo
bangs.
because you never get unless you're in a cutscene, you never get that close to your character again.
Oh yeah.
So definitely need to. So we haven't played in a few days now, but it was like an addiction where we were playing like every night, going for long. Cause like it is just like D&D. Just about anything you can think about getting away with, you can do. Like there were so many like really interesting ways to like go about instead of just like brute forcing, diving in and fighting everybody.
Sure.
I was like throwing like minor illusions around, like which creates a little cat, and everyone goes, "Oh wow!" And we got one of these enemies to like stand on a bridge to like look at it, and then Barber like shot an arrow at the bridge supports, and it took it out, and then the person just fell into a chasm. No one was aggroed. No one even cared that the boss just absolutely died. Stuff like that is so cool.
It is. Cool.
I was watching from Funhouse. Charlotte Avery was playing. Not even streaming. Yeah, oh yeah. Go listen to Mom's Home if you haven't.
Yes.
Also, they're going on tour. Live band, fucking awesome. Bunch of cities. Go check that out. But not even on like stream or for content. We just like Funhouse and I guess now myself have like a Discord where we just play games together and hang out. She was streaming her screen. And something that a thing that I have since done too, where I did it, I suck at these games because I play them almost exactly the way I think the game intends you to do it.
Yeah.
I go through the fight, I do the dialogue with whoever I'm supposed to do. I feel like such a vanilla piece of shit. And then I watch her do the same mission.
Yeah.
And what she did was sneak in and poison a thing that they all drink.
Yep.
And then sneak out and wait a day, and then they all drink it and they fucking Jonestown themselves.
Yeah, they all just end up dead.
Yeah, it was fucking crazy.
Yeah, that's really cool. There's really cool ways to go about everything. Like, there's ways to stealth it, there's ways to just aggro it. There was somebody I saw who made a video, and I can't imagine how long this would have taken to set up, but there's these 40-pound barrels, like smoke powder barrels that can explode, and it was the same location I think you're talking about, so I'll keep it vague, but otherwise, they surrounded that area in these barrels, took them to the door, and then inside the door took them to, obviously it doesn't transition into the next area, so they cut it all together, but each major area of this kind of like, this camp, essentially, is like littered with all these gunpowder bombs or whatever. And then they chuck one bomb, set them off, and it's just, and it's just like, it just domino affected through everybody, and they're all dead. And I was like, see, that's also cool.
It's fucking
Just get a warrior, somebody who can carry a bunch of weight and just put all those in your pockets.
See, that's the thing is like, I'm not a smart planner when it comes to those games because I don't know the full extent of the mechanics that are at my disposal. Thank you. But I did start playing it the way that I play actual D&D, which is by going in bold and loud and stupid. But I found out you can just pick shit up. And so because my character's so strong and can carry so much weight, I've just been carrying, anytime I come across something that is explosive, you can just put it in your fucking inventory and then pull it out, and I have a bonus action that just lets me throw it at people. So then I'm fucking hitting you, jumping back, and then throwing a fucking exploding thing at you. It's awesome.
You're throwing up a Hail Mary of a gunpowder barrel.
Oh, yeah.
I love shoving people.
Fucking passing, and then the Shadowheart, my main bitch, is right there next to me, fucking setting it on fire with the fireball.
See, here's the thing when it comes to Shadowheart, because that's the person I'm trying to rizz up right now.
Oh, yeah.
Is like, if you want to get sexualized with anybody, you need to be pure, right? You need to be a purest place. So like,
can't be a bad boy.
Can't be a bad, well, unless they want it.
Unless they want it.
But like, so the four of us went through so much campaign, and then like, there's again, I'm trying to say spoiler free, but there's a moment relatively early on in the series where like there's kind of like a party at your camp. That's where you rest and you can talk to the NPCs. The fellowship is there. Frodo's diddling with the ring, but yeah, he's wearing it the wrong way.
Yeah.
Or he's wearing it on the wrong finger.
Yeah. So
it's not a finger.
It's not a finger technically, but he does keep saying it's a thumbs up. Okay, moving on.
He keeps going, I just got excited from the poop.
I just had to poop. So that's the moment we were like, all right, let's go ahead and start picking our people. Like Blaine's like, I'm going after Karlach. She's the tiefling with the infernal engine for a heart.
Oh, yeah.
And then like whatever, and like everyone's going around. And but we're all falling face first into it because we all kind of like there's like ethical dilemmas, moral dilemmas, and ways to like do things that, you know, there's an approval-disapproval system. And two of the characters immediately have a racial tension with each other. Oh, yeah. And that's Stoneheart and Lazelle, or however I think it's spelled, I don't remember, but Lazelle, I believe. And so immediately I'm just kind of trying to mitigate. I'm just like, hey, let's like chill it out. So immediately I'm like, I walked myself out of getting with either of them, unless you really kind of keep pushing for it later on. So we went around all around camp, talking to the people that we wanted to talk to, and then we started going, all right, tag in, tag out. Like, you go talk to her now, or I'll go talk to him. And so
it's like being a real 20-year-old guy at a bar.
Yeah. And so I'm sure, like,
odds.
everybody was annoyed because all four of us talked to every single person. And we all, like, sometimes you get close and we'd go, oh, and they're like, well, it seems like you're really trying to get to know me. We're like, oh, and they go, but I don't want it. And
There's a certain pale elf that will just fuck anything, it seems like.
Well, Gale is always sexually charged, so I was like, okay, fine, I'll take one for the team. Hey, Gale, and I walked over, started talking to him, and he's like,
Gale the
I appreciate it, but
Gale the
you're a little too forward. I'm like, I'm forward?
Because of these snail trails.
Yeah, he's a lot more forward. The thing that fucked me in the game is, like, I tried playing it the first way. The background I made my character was criminal because I really like playing.
What was your class?
Barbarian.
Oh.
And so I like playing characters who start off always create an arc for myself in these games. It's what I do all the time, at least for my headcanon.
Sure, that's what it's for.
Of course.
Right.
And this is, I think, a very good game for it. And I created this idea of a tiefling who has lived
from Puerto Rico.
Yeah, came from Puerto Rico. Had a successful career as a reggaeton artist. And then moved to Baldur's Gate and has sort of found himself like the victim of racism and basically has a bunch of skills, is a very smart person, very charismatic, but kind of just gets shoved into this role of criminal because there's no one else that'll accept him, and then doesn't really have a place that they belong or a family that they belong with, and sort of forms one with these people through this shared experience, and then they like have a change of heart later on in the story. I planned all of that for this character, and then immediately I did one bad thing and it said Shadowheart disapproves, and I go, but I want to fuck her!
Yep, you're out.
No!
You're out. That's when you go, sorry, save, reload, 5 hours back.
I didn't even 5 hours. It was like 45 minutes into the game. I did something and it just went Shadowheart disapproves, and I go, fuck! And
So is that it? Does that completely kill it?
No.
No.
It veers
okay,
off the
okay,
path,
okay.
but if you're trying to speed run, like some people are just trying to get it in, and like so then you just play into it. You just nod into it.
I started over and redid it as a folk hero so that I could make choices that for my character made sense. But
Because you're seeking inspiration, which helps as a mechanic, but also you want to kind of do the things that like can allow a romance with Shadowheart.
Yeah, and I also wanted to make sense for this character that it's only for me. So that's the other thing is like I have to make decisions that I'm happy with this character making because I can't make, in my head, I can't go, okay, well, they're gonna do this, but that's not part of the story in my, no, I can't do that. So like, I don't know.
Have you hit a point where like someone goes,
I'm very early into the game.
Okay, it doesn't happen super often because I have to be honest, the dialogue, the writing is tremendous. And huge hats off because it goes down to like, there are class-specific answers, race-specific answers, role-specific answers, and there's branches for all of it. So it's tremendous.
Jesus.
So this game is not like a great example for this, but there are times, I think once or twice, where I think it was Blaine was really trying to get the right answer, not only for his character, like you're saying, but also for this person because it is a friendly character. We're trying to keep good relations with people. And I forget what the setup was, what the question was, but basically, and I'll make it a little bit more exaggerative, but like the answer he chose was no thank you, right? Kind of that kind of thing, like no thank you. He clicks it, and the person's like, why the fuck would I want that? I hate you. And he goes, no. I just said no thank you. I just didn't want it right now. Like no. And but it goes like the degree of going like fuck you for even offering. And he's like, that's not what the offering said.
Well, the worst part is that sometimes, the worst part of that for me is that sometimes I'm a very like jokey joke person. You all know me. You know how I am like on camera, but also off camera I'm very like joking and I say a lot of like sarcastic stuff.
Well, that's because the way I'm not gonna lie, the way you're describing your character and the lore and the thought behind it just sounded like the perfect minority.
Yeah, exactly.
And
exactly. And that's what I made. I made a minority.
Criminal.
But watch yourself. Because depending on if you're Chinese or Asian, that is racist. I'm not sure which. But like I am a jokey person, and so sometimes, like, in the thing, it'll have, like, a response that I was like, oh, that's, like, a really good, sarcastic, like, jokey response. And then they'll say it, and I realize that the tone is like, if you do this again, I'll fucking kill you.
Yeah.
I'm like, no, that's not how I meant it.
There's definitely,
I thought it was flirty. I thought it was cute.
Right. There's definitely sentences that, like, You can kind of vote if like Joe is the active person in the conversation. The rest of us could click an answer and it turns purple, shows your icon next to it. So you kind of know what your party might be inclined. But we're all in a Discord call, so Blaine and I will always we usually pick like what we think the person might want as this seems like a good option.
Yeah.
But every now and then there's these what seem like could be sarcastic but are definitely not answers that we're like, oh, can you imagine? Click. And you're just like, imagine just being completely abrasive.
Yeah.
Like, it's just none of us are playing that way, but you could.
It is the difference. It really does show the difference between being considered funny and being a real piece of shit.
Right.
Is tone.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
Because all of those things, if you read it in my tone or any of our tone, like joking people, it's funny, it's endearing, it's sweet. But then you click it and your character's like, I hope you fucking die.
I hope you die. I hope you fucking die. They're a little different.
They're a little different.
Subtle.
It's
but
subtle.
different.
It's a subtle
Yeah.
difference.
After I've finished the game, I might go through as a barbarian and just be the most abrasive, like.
Ugh. That's
Yeah.
my answer to everything.
Or just
And
like
fucking
just a grunt.
smash 'em.
Yeah, you just skip
Like
dialogue.
old Fallout games.
Yeah.
Where you could make yourself like low intelligence and it would just be like,
Oh, really?
"Ugh." Yeah, you haven't seen that? Oh, they're
No.
fucking awesome, dude.
Yeah, dude.
I haven't really played any of the original like Fallout games.
Older Fallout games, and maybe the new ones too, I don't know, but the older Fallout games is you could make your intelligence the lowest possible
just
score.
dumb as rocks?
And then, it'll unlock things where it's just like, I don't know. And it's awesome. It kicks ass.
Yeah. Can you have
Kicks
all
ass.
charisma and like no intelligence?
I think so.
So you can like,
You're just an extremely likable,
no, I
dumb
don't
piece
want
of shit.
to do. And they go,
Okay.
maybe you and I can do something else. You know, like
Yeah.
it's like, what?
And then your character's like, I don't think that's okay. I don't know that you're allowed to fuck me. Yeah, it's awesome. I think it's the sickest fucking shit.
I need to get into the game. I like Destiny's been talking about really wanting to play it, and I've never really played anything.
Did you play
D&D.
4? Oh, Baldur's Gate.
Oh well, Baldur's Gate.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
like Fallout as well. Haven't really touched Fallout.
I came in on Fallout 4, which is what I feel like most
Yeah.
people that I know also came into the series on
Same.
Fallout 4. And I thought it was really cool. I think New Vegas is a much better version of the
So
game.
you've since played it? You've gone back
I've
to
gone
it?
back to
Got
play.
it.
I've heard New Vegas is like the best Fallout
Best
game.
Fallout.
Yeah.
I think it's definitely. So you know what? I would put Fallout into one of those categories like Cyberpunk, where
Over time, it got better.
sure, but also the missions are repetitive, and once you get a layout or once you get a feel for the landscape, things just kind of seem more of the same. But the writing and the stories are so good that it makes me want to do it. Like, I can tell myself like this is just a retrieve a package mission. It's the same mission I've played 1,000 times.
Sure.
But the reason that I'm going in here to do it and the dialogue that they give and like all that shit is so fucking fun that like I'm super engaged in it. So it's one of those games where like it subverts the sameness of video games by having just an insanely good writing
Got it.
storyline. I don't know why I fucked that up. I have #1 intelligence. I got all charisma, no
You
intelligence.
started high,
Yeah.
but you didn't put any more points into
No,
it.
no, no.
You're like, sir, you're about to leave these points on the table.
I know.
So Joe, what Apex character are you trying to bang?
Oh man. You know how easy it is to forget about those subscriptions you sign up for and then you get charged for something you've barely used? Well, Rocket Money is here to save the day. Rocket Money is a personal finance app that finds and cancels your unwanted subscriptions, monitors your spending, and helps you lower your bills all in one place. Rocket Money has saved me from paying for services I wasn't even using. Rocket Money has saved me from paying for services I wasn't even using. It's such a relief to have all my subscriptions in one place and be able to easily cancel the ones I don't want anymore. And Rocket Money helps me manage my entire budget. It keeps track of my spending, categorizes my expenses, and even sends me alerts if anything looks off. It's like having a personal assistant for your finances. Rocket Money has helped over 3 million people save up to $720 a year on average. Look, I can tell you I found so many subscriptions with Rocket Money. You can sign up for that one show on that one platform and bam, it's been 6 months and you haven't used the service at all. So stop throwing your money away. Cancel unwanted subscriptions and manage your expenses the easy way by going to rocketmoney.com/offtopic. That's rocketmoney.com/offtopic. rocketmoney.com/offtopic. That's a good question, man.
Advantage.
Oh, no, not Vantage. I'm thinking Octane, because if they replace his legs, he's surely got other mechanical things.
Stamina for days.
Loba.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Loba? Everyone's
Easy
answer is
answer.
Loba.
Nobody's
though.
nuts.
That was really...
Nobody's nuts.
Yeah, nobody's
Nobody's
nuts.
nuts. Nobody's nuts.
Yeah, touch
Nobody's
skin to
nuts.
skin.
Yeah.
Oh,
God.
that sounded.
Oh, you knocked out my hand.
I was gonna work out today.
Oh, is your finger better yet?
Oh yeah, for sure. It's
yeah, dude.
range of motion. God, yeah. The range of motion is slowly getting in there.
You have to do this.
Not that, but I was doing it more for a while, where you hold it straight and articulate that dip joint. But
Oh yeah.
it's just range of motion right now. It's a little bit sensitive, but that first week was much more sensitive, where I was like, dang, is it fixed? But they're like, yeah. But no, I'm so grateful to be out of that cast, finally working out again, and just not having it's weird because it is just one small joint on a hand, but it was so annoying with how little then it took me that whole time, 2.5 months, 2 months or whatever, before I could make a full strength grip.
Yeah. Are you left-handed or right-handed?
Right-handed.
Oh, so you could still do some
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah, yeah. So I was doing everything one-handed, and I
Yeah.
got very good at that. But
Nice.
yeah.
Wiping that
The
ass.
stranger was on vacation
Yeah.
for a while.
The stranger was on vacation. Ugh. Yeah, no,
I'm
that's
very,
why.
very happy to be done.
That's what I've been having to go, because I think this is the second off topic in a row I've been on that I've had to go take a poop.
Every time I come on, you have to take a shit.
I think-
Yeah.
Do you got
I have to, but I
Thomas?
don't. No, it's because I think I've become lactose intolerant as I've gotten older.
Yeah, that's what happened.
And I eat a ton of Greek yogurt right now.
Why?
Because I'm just going to the gym. I'm doing a body recomp
This
diet,
might be
so-
dumb, but is that dairy?
Yes.
Oh.
It has a lot less lactose in it than normal dairy, but it still has lactose in it. So with the
It's
sheer
also
amount that I eat.
One of the things that they tell
Lactaid.
you're not so well,
Lactaid.
yes, but
Get the no. I'm saying you should have the medicine
Yeah.
Lactaid
yes.
to help
Eat
you.
that.
If
You weren't telling me to lactate.
No.
I know your
I was
nipples
like,
were
okay.
hard. It seemed like they were
Right,
primed.
They were
but-
primed and ready
I know
to
you're
lactate.
seeking. You like the commands, but
I have some Lactaid in my office
ready.
if you ever need it. It's a pill that you can take that adds the enzyme that digests dairy into your stomach. And you take it when you're eating, and it helps prevent it. To fuck you.
Whatever.
Then go suffer through your bad.
I am.
shits.
I'm not. See,
you're
I'm not a stranger to stomach problems, so it's not like it's any different. But it does hit me in different times.
yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Well, not really. It hits you during off topic.
Right.
Yeah, but sometimes you're off topic in the morning now, and sometimes in the afternoon.
Oh
It
yeah,
just
that's right.
depends.
After I forced you guys to switch it up because I did do that.
Yeah, you did.
I came and I said, "What do people like? Having it live and
Right.
having it with Michael? What do people like? I don't know what people like." And I said, "Stop doing that."
Yeah.
Me, Armando
Me.
Torres, executive of bad decisions at Rooster Teeth.
Oh.
Stop it.
I've seen you not responding, but making content in kind of vague response to comments.
Yeah.
You had that whole sketch that came out yesterday?
Yeah.
2 days ago?
On so Rooster Teeth podcast, the show that I run, returned to YouTube. And we
Shadowheart did not like that.
Shadowheart disapproved a lot, and that's why I took it back down.
Yeah.
But we got it back on YouTube, and we made a sketch, a cold open sketch that we do every single week.
Yeah.
Which is basically just an RT short about the process of us getting the show back on YouTube, and we ended it with a line of dialogue that is, "That's right, folks. If you yell at a company long enough, they'll do whatever you want." And my favorite part of my job maybe this week was sending
That's
that.
awesome.
The turnaround time on that was so tight that no one could approve our scripts. Also, it wasn't in the script. It's something we came up with while we were
Just
filming
ad-lib?
it. And then we filmed the whole thing. Still, no one from any executive team has had any eyes on this yet.
Right. And you can't say that clearly enough. In fact, this memo from Jordan actually says, definitely highlight that we had no idea.
that this was going on. And then we got stuck in a 3-hour meeting on Friday that it's just, it is what it is. Sometimes you get into a meeting and it goes longer and whatever, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
So I edit all of the sketches. That one went late, which means that I turned it in end of day on Friday, and it was gonna get basically seen by the post team here on Monday, and then also uploaded on Monday. So there is no space for anyone to have seen or approved or disapproved of this sketch.
You're playing the system.
And then we sent it over to social, and they go, "Oh, cool, it's really good." And they posted it, and then they go, "It's really cool that you were able to get them to approve that line."
And you
I
went,
go, "What are you talking about?"
Excuse me?
And they go, "That line at the end," because like it's really funny, but like that seems like it would have been a hard battle to get that approved. And I go, "Oh yeah, none of this is approved. No one has seen this sketch." And I've made a bunch of people freak out, realizing that they might be complicit in my crime of making whatever bullshit art I want to put out. But I will say this morning I woke up and in my Slack channel was a message.
I also woke up.
Yes, and I'm so happy that you did.
I felt like I had to bolt this, so I'm sorry.
Every day you wake up with a book.
So dumb.
I woke up,
Yeah,
and there was a message in the Slack channel for RTP where one of the executives, the one who is the most in charge of us right now, said, "Love this week's cold open." And everyone in all of our departments that we work with did a collective, "Woo!"
Okay.
Wow, because that could have been really bad.
Yeah, well, and to that extent, I mean, it's the double-edged sword of having like an umbrella company with a bunch of discrete like departments and teams and faces and brands. That is Rooster Teeth, right? And so like when you fire from the hip and you're like, "This is really funny. This speaks to our voice," et cetera, it can create broader implications if taken a different way or if taken in bad faith, right?
I feel like that the line was necessary because it's the only thing that makes it self-referential and tongue-in-cheek of saying like, don't do this. Don't actually fucking do this. We made this change because we wanted to put it back on YouTube. And the reason we took it off of YouTube wasn't, I don't know. I see these things, you see these things all the time. I'm sure you guys do too, where you see people like doing conspiracies of like, they must have taken it down to hide how many YouTube views that the show gets. And it's like, no, we took it down because it doesn't work with the fucking algorithm.
Yeah, well,
that's not a secret.
That is a genuinely like a big cloudy thing too. And it's hard to be open about it because like we still also don't even fully understand what the YouTube algorithm is doing, right? And
no
it's
one
shifting
does.
all the time. And so it's like, it is worth trying new things and seeing how it pans out. Not always does it pan out, but that doesn't mean that we knowingly fucked up, you know, like it's a tough gig.
It's
when you have to operate with other people's platforms and their delivery method is completely, it's just a complete black box.
Yeah.
And each platform has a totally different algorithm going on.
You never know what the right move is to do. Yeah, so we try different things, we do different stuff. We wanted to get the show back on YouTube. No one was stopping us, by the way. It's not like, I don't want there to be any idea that there was this like weird fight that we put in where we were like, we need to do it.
Yeah.
No, it was just like, hey, we want to do this. And they said, okay, cool, let's figure out how to make this work. We figured it out together. And also like, this is our 12th episode. Like it took us 12 episodes.
In the grand scheme of things, we're on episode 401 of this show. So in the grand scheme of things, this is like a blip on the radar.
Yeah, we're just
of
figuring
history
it out.
of like where you beta test stuff.
Yeah. And that's what a lot of the show is. The show is us just making fun stuff that we want to make. And yeah, I don't know. I love it. But the nice thing I will say, and the thing that you guys might be getting too by doing this with a fluctuating schedule of recording, is that there is a lot less oversight on our show. And so it allows us to be able to do some stuff that like, we don't need to get approved because we can't.
Well, clearly.
Yeah. By the time you disapprove of it, we go, there's nothing else. We have to put it out. I don't know what you want.
Take it or leave it. We're not going to do another one.
You need a thing to fill this slot.
Or nothing.
So fucking do it and do whatever. And we've never gotten in trouble, and no one's been mad at us.
We've never gotten in trouble yet.
Yeah, that is true. Although, again, like I am maybe the poster child for like pushing it a little too far. And I am the person, I'm the showrunner for RTP, which means that the show is run by people who maybe have a history of self-sabotage, but always in a funny way. And I'll never do anything to like take the show down or anything, just because like I love making the show. Anyway, I feel like I dominated too much of this conversation.
No, you were talking about something you're passionate about.
Oh yeah.
And how, you know, you're uncancelable.
Good save.
I am.
Good save.
Yeah.
Yeah. I always say that.
Yeah.
No, I don't know. I just
It's just him.
I'm just a fun guy.
It's just him.
I'm a fun guy.
Anyways, how do you fuck people in Baldur's Gate?
I've seen your home screen. I've seen what the algorithm has given to this man.
Sucking face.
Oh yeah. I looked over at his screen,
like sex
and there was a thumbnail.
minutes.
I was looking. I was like, I took off my proverbial glasses, and I went. Oh.
Yeah.
And because they were proverbial bifocals, and the thumbnail said "sex in 4 minutes!" exclamation mark question mark. And I was like, We need a show, an episode of something where we all blind open our YouTube channels, our TikToks and everything, and just see what the algorithm is trying to expose us with. What's on the inside?
I've been God.
What's the Briggs-Myers of your YouTube?
I can't believe it.
But then I figured out what it actually was, and it was a speed run to romance
because I'm
in
trying
Baldur's
to
Gate.
find out how to beat the speed run.
Right,
but
because you want to
I want to do it as fast as possible.
Yeah,
and I want to do it for the rest of the
game. You
game.
want to have quality time with Destiny because she wants to play it, but you also want to get in and get done.
Yeah. We're gonna sit in Discord together.
Like Destiny, I've already finished.
We'll load it up.
We'll
start
fitness.
We'll start our characters together, and then she'll be like, "Wow, this is cool. It's so cool."
I've already banged her.
I really. Shut up. How do I fuck? Where am I going? Where am I fucking?
Every single one of the videos I looked at on mine is graphic design or how to make certain types of music. That's it. It's all like, I redesigned a soda can, or how to make a Drake beat in 5 minutes.
The algorithm is so crazy because, like, I'll watch one episode, I'll watch one short about someone, like, doing an exercise. And then all my shorts that are recommended to me from that point out until I click on something else is all workout stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
And then you click on one thing and it completely changes everything. And if you click on you click on 2 different videos and then that's all that shows up on your recommended. It's
like
really
on banana, you get a bunch of fruit.
Yeah. You click on one Baldur's Gate video and then all of a sudden your whole homepage is filled.
Yeah,
with
and it's not just your YouTube page too, because I've seen your Pornhub search engine, and it's all Baldur's Gate.
Let's do that. Let's do Pornhub searches.
Yeah. Let's see what you look at. Open it up.
A lot of siblings here.
Washers and dryers seem to be popping up left and right.
Your main keywords are stuck and big bro.
Wow.
Surprise visit. Plumber.
Actually, yeah, his main hashtags are plot and story driven. What's going on? These are 30-minute plus. These are half-hour episodes.
This one says sexy video with Joseph.
They're all movies.
Joseph Campbell's Hero of 1,000
Wait, what is yours? Overwatch Heroes.
Yeah.
That's not even a joke.
Yeah.
It's the 2 Google searches I have are Overwatch characters above the age of consent, and then the following one is for those same characters.
He actually uses the bookmarks bar. I hide that thing for real estate. He's got it exposed, and it's got 2 buttons, 2 Google searches, and it's those 2 things.
Top search, Torbjorn and Anna, go at it.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
That's good stuff.
Baby.
That's what you're looking for.
I like a grandmother with a gun. That's
what really gets you going.
Tranked me, yeah.
We need to find a character like that for you in Baldur's Gate, and then you'd be all over her.
No, man, Shadowheart. That's it. She's like sort of like D&D Raven from Teen Titans, which is a character that I had a crush on when I was a kid.
Yeah, Azeroth Mithril Zinthos, baby.
I just want you to love me, please.
There was a TikTok video that was like asking couples what celebrity crush you would have a threesome with, and me and Destiny started like thinking like, okay, who's a celebrity crush you would do it? And I just kept firing off like old grandmas, like old famous grandmas.
Like, when
you say
Betty White,
Meryl Streep, Betty White.
Okay.
There we go.
Because I would go the other way of like same age range, but like Selma Hayek, and you see her and you're like, oh.
Yeah, but Selma Hayek
Sofia
doesn't
Vergara?
look that old yet,
Keep
right?
going.
Betty White,
almost
now?
there.
Yeah.
Now?
I said Meryl Streep.
Now.
Yeah, do that math.
I've done the math.
But who would you guys choose? Who's your celebrity crush?
Well, what was your final answer, though,
That's
between
a
the
trap.
2 of you? It is a trap.
That is a trap.
It's not a trap for me. It's something I've talked about.
Why is it a trap?
Yeah. I don't know.
I mean, not walking into that one.
I'll tell you
a
a hot Hollywood couple, and I'm telling you, like, the envy of any, like,
Ryan Reynolds.
yes, Blake Lively,
Yeah,
Ryan Reynolds.
How'd I know?
The 2 of them are like immaculate sculptures of Michelangelo. I'm just like, damn, dude, these are marbles walking in real life. They They woke up one day.
Oh, Blake Lively.
Mm-hmm.
They're
Yeah.
together?
Yeah, they have kids together and everything. They've
That's
been together a
crazy.
while.
Forever.
You think she got a stake in Mint Mobile?
No,
Oh,
well,
no.
no.
I doubt
she says,
they even use
you
Mint
do
Mobile,
that.
to be honest. They probably
Didn't
use
he-
Verizon or
Hasn't he
something.
sold out of aviation and Mint Mobile now? Like he was in and out.
He's just got banked.
Is he?
now.
Yeah, I thought so.
I mean, not like
He's still doing well. I thought he still owns Mint Mobile. Maybe not.
Je ne sais pas.
Hmm.
I thought he sold it.
Oh,
but
wow. I thought Blake Lively was the main person in Happy Death Day. But that's
Oh,
a different
No,
She-
it's a different.
yeah,
Yeah,
she-
yeah.
That
I can
kind
see
of
it.
looks like Blake
She
Lively
really
I
a
can
little bit.
see why
Yeah,
you thought that.
yeah.
yeah.
Well, he's too busy looking.
I
at
think she's
that
like
porn.
she might be like
Oh.
7-ish years younger or something like that. So it's not a generation, but like the next Blake Lively. You know how there's tropes that people fall into. You need like the hot, beautiful white blonde girl. Put her in the role.
Why white?
I don't know. I'm just reflecting what
looking at
Hollywood is
doing.
saying.
Yeah.
I'm just.
And those people that run Hollywood.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Mhm.
exactly.
Yeah.
Who are they?
Well, you have Bob Finkel. You have Rosita L. Smith
Uh-huh.
from the Smith dynasty. I mean, they've been in Hollywood
You have
since the silver screen.
You have executive producer Matt Holm. He's
Out
in all the
front.
credits.
Out front.
Out front.
And Will
making the big
Ferrell.
decision. Will Ferrell! Yo! Y'all seen Barbie?
Yes,
I have
sir.
seen Barbie.
I'm not promoting a movie. I'm just saying that I saw Barbie, and I'm not saying anything about it that would be against a struck company. But I am saying what I thought was really interesting about that movie is I feel like we're seeing a return of Will Ferrell to true Will Ferrell form. He felt goofy. He felt goofy.
Like
and
the
fun.
irreverent.
Oh, Jesus.
What is happening?
Jesus.
I almost knocked the glass down.
I couldn't
It
see
knocked
anything
down. It was gonna
'cause
roll its
'cause I-
way
you were
down.
reaching behind
Why did
you.
you hold
Off the
on?
show.
Well, why did
Your
you do
body
that?
was in the way, and you were
Sure,
just.
my body was in the way, but your body was in the way, but you went, I couldn't see anything because, whoa.
I said I couldn't see anything because of the.
he was saying there was a mountain of a man in front
This
of him.
motherfucker
all right?
did an outline of grimace to represent my body. Anyway, I like that Will Ferrell is being goofy. Will Ferrell.
Well, wasn't he also in Stray
This is
Dogs?
straight.
Yeah, that movie sucks. It
Well,
looks like
hold on
it
a
sucks
second.
fucking
Well,
ass.
he's seen it, and he said it's actually
Wait, he
pretty
said
funny.
it sucks. It looks like it sucks. Fucking
Right,
ass.
which
Have you
is it?
seen? Okay, so how can you say?
Yeah,
it
I haven't watched
sucks
RTP,
ass?
but I know it sucks ass.
Well, we get those comments too, and I'm allowed to say it.
Okay.
No, I don't know. I haven't seen it, and I probably won't see it. But if I ever do see it, I'll be real stoned for
Okay,
it.
sure.
I don't know. I watched a trailer for it and I saw the line deliveries and it didn't seem like the kind of movie that I wanted to watch. But watching Will Ferrell in Barbie, I felt like he was finally making a return to true like goofball comedy. It felt like Anchorman era.
That's a good comp. What is not to like neg on his career or
Sure.
what he's tried, because like I've been very impressed to see him move into an executive production role and all the things he's kind of worked on. But what's a good example of a role where you feel like he's kind of like he missed his mark, where he's maybe shifted his comedy or something?
Any of that shit where it's like, what was it? The House?
Is he in that? Was he in Mission
Have you not
Impossible?
seen Dead Reckoning?
No, I haven't seen the newest one.
Yeah, he plays Tom Cruise's stunt double.
Yeah, I guess that makes sense.
Oh, he broke his ankle.
It looks crazy.
Yeah, suddenly Tom Cruise is 3 feet taller.
Yeah.
There's that movie.
Massive.
There's a movie he did with Kevin Hart. I forgot what it was called.
Strays.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah, Stray Dogs.
And,
Yeah.
Well, they're both in it, right?
Hunt for Red October?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Dude.
No.
Oh.
No, it's not that.
Eagle Eyes?
Yeah. He was Shia LaBeouf's brother. That's
In
in Eagle Eye. Yeah. He was Jerry Shaw.
He was the house in Suburbia, whichever one.
It was Disturbia.
Suburbia.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Jesus of Suburbia.
Disturbia, wasn't that Rihanna? And then Suburbia
Disturbia,
was
Sub-
Shia LaBeouf.
Suburbia, the Shia LaBeouf movie.
Yeah.
Yeah. Will Ferrell was the house that Shia LaBeouf was stuck in under house arrest.
And under those circumstances, he really hit the role, because I had no idea.
I felt like he phoned it in.
But now I can see exactly how you see he's back to his old form, because
He looks like a
he was
house.
asleep. He was asleep in that movie. He was inanimate.
He wasn't
at
doing
best.
shit.
Well, they also
He was a house.
there was an Easter egg in that movie where he was actually the
dumb.
girl, the woman walking to the car who was not actually the woman.
He was
Oh,
he was actually the door closing sound.
Yeah.
Yeah. You don't know that about him, but he
And I hate him for that because can I show you my audition?
Honestly,
that I did.
I'm okay with you showing me this.
It's pretty good.
That was a lot better than I thought.
Pretty good, actually.
That was actually like,
I did not have that.
I want that. Someone like in that new Blumhouse like intro where it's sweeping through the house and it goes out the front door and the door kind of like, I want that sound in that now.
But instead of it just being the sound, it's Armando's face swinging out with the door.
Yeah.
And it's going,
Rotoscope his face to be the two-dimensional rectangle that is the door.
I want to play for you guys. I'll play it for you guys afterwards, but
Play for me.
Play with me. I did an audition a while back where I was going out for a character, and it was for a voice acting role. It was for a cartoon. Yeah, I was gonna be that, and I did what's up, doctor? And they did not like it.
They did not like it.
They did not like it at all.
Try to improv it.
Yeah. And you're very good with those carrots, though. I've seen your cookie.
But I am the new Slowpoke Rodriguez, my favorite character of all time. Genuinely, too. I did an audition.
Was that a real character?
You don't know Slowpoke?
No.
All right, fuck my old story. Slowpoke Rodriguez is Speedy Gonzalez's cousin.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, so Speedy Gonzalez...
Are you saying that he can only be a Speedy Gonzalez? Is that what you're saying?
No, because they're both Mexican.
Yeah,
I thought he contrived a character based on Speedy Gonzalez.
No. Speedy Gonzalez is he's always like, I'm the fastest fucking mouse in the Mexico, and then he fucking runs off and does his whole shit.
Right.
Because he's all fucking tweaked out.
Yeah.
So Slowpoke Rodriguez is a character that is like droopy, and I'm not doing a fucking racist joke. I'm being as serious as possible. He comes in and he goes, "Hey, Speedy, my name is Slowpoke."
Oh, I know that. Yeah, okay. Well, now that you've said it, I can remember.
Want to do anything.
But I didn't know it was Slowpoke.
Yeah, and so my favorite fucking part about Slowpoke Rodriguez is that Speedy Gonzalez is fast because he's cunning, he's clever, and he can always outrun his enemies. And then people find out about Slowpoke Rodriguez, who's always slow, and the punchline is Slowpoke Rodriguez is slow because he has a fucking gun. He has a real non-joke gun.
Wait, so he's weighed down?
No,
he doesn't have to run.
He doesn't have to be fast because
he just pulls it out. I remember, it's all
like
coming
Indiana
back.
Jones when that guy's got the scimitar and he just goes bang.
Yeah. So Slowpoke Rodriguez, a bunch of the punchlines are they finally go, fuck Speedy Gonzalez, I'm gonna go after Slowpoke, and then they go into his house and then they walk out because he's putting a real revolver in their face, and then he fucking shoots them. And it sounds like I'm doing a joke. They don't like die. They get everything goes black, and then it looks like they've covered in gunpowder.
They go, or
and
like
then they fall down.
The duck bill goes.
Yeah, but he's got just a gun. It's awesome.
You don't need to be fast when you got a gun.
Yeah.
No bullets, though. It's only gunpowder in there.
Yeah.
It's awesome. And then there was that whole story, right, where they took fucking Speedy Gonzalez and Slowpoke Rodriguez off the air because people were like, this is offensive stereotypes to the Mexican community. And when they took it off, the entire Mexican community went, I fucking love Slowpoke Rodriguez, dude. Put that shit back up there.
Similar thing happened with Mario wearing a sombrero, right?
Mario...
That was like...
Lopez?
No.
Because he's allowed.
No. Mario, Nintendo. I don't know if he's got a last name. Nintendo.
Mario.
Plumber. Oh, is it?
It really is. Because they're the Mario brothers. And
my God.
Luigi Mario.
That would make sense. You use the last name and you say brothers.
Yeah, his name's Mario.
But anyway, yeah. So Nintendo took the sombrero back and everyone was like, well, hold on a second. No, I appreciated that.
Yeah.
I've always said that having a sombrero is fine. It's the method of which you bought it is the hard part. Like if you go to Mexico and you buy a charo suit, which is what most people would associate with like a mariachi band, it's like formal wear but Mexican attire. It's a really, really beautiful blend. If you're looking to spell it, by the way, CHARRO, suit. It's like a blend between what we would think of as Western formal wear and traditional Mexican attire. Fucking beautiful. You also wear it with a traditional sombrero. If you get that and you go to Mexico and some like Mexican family makes that shit for you or you buy it from a local, then it's cool. Then it's awesome. Then it's fine.
No, Amazon.
If I
catch your ass in fucking Portland, Oregon on Cinco de Mayo driving one of those carts where you push the pedals along and you're going on a bar cart and you got like 6 of those that you got off of Amazon, fuck you.
Yeah.
That's stupid. That's when I start to get mad. That's a real story. And I convinced that guy to give me his sombrero because I fed him some bullshit story about some story from Mexico that I can't remember now. Anyway,
Was it improv or was it real?
It was improv.
Okay.
I just made up a story about how like I give you my hat and then you're supposed to buy me a shot, and it's the story of the poor beggar named Slowpoke Rodriguez. I did the voice and everything.
Jesus Christ.
And they ended up giving me their sombrero and buying me a bunch of shots.
That's how you do it.
And then
You finesse people.
yeah, man.
Then you get sick, Joe.
Look, we don't have to talk about that. We don't have to talk
Stay in the
about
bubble.
that. I got out of the bubble just a little bit.
Got out of the bubble.
You Jake Gyllenhaal out of your bubble?
I broke the bubble. And
Broke the bubble.
I got punished for it.
Well,
You JG'd out?
We all went out. We all stayed in a group in a pack, and this guy broke out of the bubble.
What'd you
started
break out
floating
into?
and sucking breath?
He just
I was no,
making
I was,
friends.
I was trying to I was fiending. I was fiending for some nicotine.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
broke the bubble.
He was lured out.
What's
Yeah.
the bubble? I'm so
the call.
fucking.
You know when you go
Honestly,
when
I don't
you know when you go out and you're hanging out with your group of friends, you usually hang out with each other and like all this stuff. Like I went away from the bubble, and what ended up happening is over the weekend I got sick, and I was coughing up my lungs.
And you're
Here-
fucking
listen,
here?
I'm hearing
oh
stories
no, I'm good
about-
now.
Yeah,
There's
it wasn't,
bubble
it wasn't
here
COVID.
now.
He's got like a cold.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm hearing
Man,
stories
like a
about a
cold.
bubble boy that's also under the weather. So was the call coming from within the bubble?
No, because we all would have been sick.
Oh, so you brought it to a bubbler.
Yeah.
You
No,
You
no, because I
inserted
feel
it
like
to
if
the
I
bubble.
brought it to the bubble, then everybody in the bubble would have gotten it.
Well, who were you
Well-
most nearby in the bubble? And was
the other
it-
person who's sick, which is
Right.
Right.
which is Destiny.
So
I'll take
not
that.
in the house.
I'll take
Destiny
that
was in the
as a
bubble.
confession.
No, Destiny was in the bubble.
Lock it up.
So Destiny, how well is Destiny feeling okay now?
I think she has bronchitis.
Oh
What
God.
the fuck?
Yeah, so I think
You
I think
popped the
gave her
bubble. You popped.
no, listen. So, okay, so
Went out of the
look,
bubble.
we both got sick,
Okay.
and it seemed like I was getting better, and she wasn't. And now she's coughing up a storm. Sounds like a dry cough. I think it's bronchitis. I think she got a bronchitis infection from it. However, that's not to say that I brought the sickness to the bubble. Okay. There's another person who is also sick,
Name names.
who was also in the bubble.
Name it.
In it, but did they leave it, or did
Did
you bring it to
not
them?
leave the
I didn't know
bubble.
Destiny was sick. I was after patient 2, or patient 1.
Patient one.
0 is the beginning, not me.
I think he's technically patient
wasn't
0.
there.
I'm gonna say that he has a better immune system than me, so it kicked him a little bit later in time, and I'm just a weaker immune system, and so yeah, so like I got sick faster than he did,
Compromised.
but he got it first. So I'm calling myself patient 1, and he was
He
patient
Ray
0.
Jade.
He wasn't.
I got yeah,
He hit it first,
yeah.
and then you.
But
got
that
sick.
person.
It's a Kodak moment.
Mhm.
Let me go get my camera. for
Yeah.
this.
Yeah.
Interesting.
That's
We're gonna-
Pitbull, I think.
Is it really?
Mr.
I think so.
Worldwide.
Yeah, Mr.
Yeah.
Sick? I
Worldwide.
thought it was
No.
Sexy Can I?
Maybe
Sexy Can I? Isn't that Ray J?
that might be.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Mm.
I know Ray J from one thing, and it's not music. Let me tell you, buddy, it's not music. It ain't music.
I know what's in your search history
Yeah,
now.
Ray Pods.
It's typed in Ray J's best music video.
What are they called?
Ray
Raycons, Ray
Yeah,
Pods.
yeah, that's what it is. I
Very
shut
real
down.
sponsor.
Right, I shut down to remember what they were called.
He
Honestly,
set that up, and
pretty
I know
good.
exactly what you're trying to get at.
Honestly, pretty good.
Yeah, Raycons. Very good. Very good.
Don't
Not
they?
paying us for this one.
Don't they? When you put them in, they go Raycon, which reminds me of Sega.
It does.
Oh, it
and-
sings in your ear?
Yeah.
Yeah, when you put, well, it's just like other AirPods, specifically AirPods or other wireless earbuds, kind of go to like indicate they're in. These
These
just
ones
kind
go,
of sing the brand.
Oh man, I want some now. I
Yeah.
want someone to sing them.
And it's a
Oh,
great
yeah.
little harmonization. It's like 5.1 the way that I'm getting sung to right now. Surround.
We should all harmonize right now.
Okay,
We
hit
could do it.
the-
We could do it.
send the note.
All right, ready?
AH.
Okay.
That's off. I'm off.
Okay.
It
It was really close.
Here's the
You brought the bubble to us.
Well, that was a beautiful.
No singing.
It was
Sorry.
beautiful and
Looking
glorious the
bolder
way that we
now.
decided
Is
to
that-
close out this podcast.
Is that off the soundboard?
Yeah.
There's no
That's
soundboard? That's really Eric.
No, he's back there.
No.
Yeah, that's
No.
really Eric.
that's from the soundboard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Eric, say Slowpoke Rodriguez.
I don't care.
Okay. All right.
Yeah,
Maybe it
no,
doesn't
that's
sound
really
right.
him. No, that's really him.
No, that sounded exactly like how he'd respond.
That does actually.
Yeah.
That
I really hate all of you.
Yeah.
Oh, Eric!
That felt particularly canned, Eric, but I trust that that's you back
Very
there.
Targeted.
Is Gus back there? Does he have anything to say about slaying?
Pussy slay.
Okay.
There it is.
All right.
He's
well,
always talking about that. That
Always talking about
guy.
Pussy slay.
that's what we do.
Joe, where can they
Podcast.
find us next? Where can they go to see more?
If you guys want to see more, go to roosterteam.com/ I don't actually.
That's like if I call the hotline. That's like when you're a kid, you're just testing phone numbers and you go, I'll type in sex hot, but with 2 T's, and it is just one of those.
Oh,
Hi, you've called the number.
Can I?
You know, and like it was really sultry.
Yeah, let us know what's in your Rooster Teeth
Wallet?
searches.
Wallet.
Yeah.
Yeah. What's
Wow.
in your wallet? Go ahead.
Mondo, where can they
I
find you?
don't know. This is a story I don't want to tell anymore. There was
Squirt in my mouth, Daddy. Fuck.
Mondo, where
I
can
know it.
people find you?
people can find me every week doing Rooster Teeth podcast, RTP, the RT podcast. It's all the same name. We're bad at branding. You can
Why'd
go-
you put 2.0 in your handle?
We did not. That was not us.
You undo that. That's
It's trying to, but it's really fucking hard because they have rules on how often you can change your name on a fucking thing. So that's such a fun thing
Cut
that
it,
we
cut
have.
it, cut that.
RTP, go listen every week. Go to fucking youtube.com/
Not
Rooster Teeth
fucking
Podcast.
YouTube. YouTube.com.
Go to www.fucking.youtube.com. Put it in the lower third. Get us out of
Looks
here.
fucking disgusting.
I didn't even know who that one was.
was that Andrew Panton?
That burned and crashed pretty bad.